I bet that the film developers love it. I bet they do too.
Good for business.
Very good for business.
Now you can't hardly stand the balloon get back, can you?
Back? Who said he's going back?
He'd send those Chilean police after me to bring that baby back, and they sure wouldn't let me take him out of the country.
Yeah, they'd be after you.
Yeah.
That's clever. I bet he'd have a big smile.
Oh, I think so. He smiles a lot more for his daddy than he does for his mommy.
See
I'll be a daddy's boy. Did your great grandma teach you to stick out your
Gina
tongue?
can't see your face. There you go.
Can't.
Go to sleep. I'll keep
She
you
doesn't like for you to
alive.
see her face anyhow when you're taking
Sure we do.
Looks comfy, doesn't it? Does it stick?
Yeah.
Well, after your grandma's called an awful lot of babies, she knows how to hold them right. You gonna spoil him? Are you gonna spoil him?
Grandma?
Yeah.
No, I'm just gonna make him quiet. Ruben and Taylor.
That's a bunch of them.
He's just got it snuggled in there.
I think we'd all been prolific as Hazel for that.
Prolific enough. I don't know about you.
For transportation directors and school bus mechanics. Paul Stewart, Director of School Transportation for the West Virginia Department of Education, says there has been a number of improvements in school bus safety over the years.
We have sensors that detect the presence of a child in the immediate area of the bus before the bus moves, which we're testing and developing. That's, I think, a very significant improvement in the safety aspect of the transportation.
Stewart says none of West Virginia's 55 counties may purchase a school bus that doesn't meet state standards. He said most of the buses are being purchased on state bid.
And we ask the counties how many do you need and what type, and then they tell us, and then we advertise the bids and analyze the bids with the cooperation of the State Department of Finance and Purchases. And then together we put out contracts for that, and then the county buys on those contracts.
Take a little daily bite now.
Hurry, Dolly! I'm ready. I don't have any presents. Yeah, you're trying to sweet talk Julie here.
She can wait till her birthday, then she'll have a surprise.
But then again, maybe if you open now, she'll
Ugh.
I think that happened last year, 1 year it did.
Julie, do you know how to open up a present?
Fast.
just
Whip it
grab
over.
When you fit when you're 20
She's a
years.
Stewart.
Takes a while.
She gets it on.
You get a little later like Taylor has.
About to change. All right.
This is the way it is done.
And Connie's gonna show you. I'm gonna show everyone how to lay them down.
You're no fun, Rodney.
There you go.
There, Rodney Booth in you.
She needs posterior down
It's
there.
Rodney Booth in you. Where is he? Taylor.
Poor old guy doesn't even get his nap
Move
out.
before I sit on you. Get off. No.
Back here.
Now, Taylor, you could have done all day without doing that. I've been peed on for a long time.
They didn't want her to feel
Can't
slave.
say that now.
I was a bad boy.
He's not finished yet, I don't.
That was a bad boy. You did right.
Hey, you didn't think it was that bad.
I was a bad boy.
Crawling everywhere, getting into everything. Pulls all the things out of my kitchen cupboard.
Oh, I'm so sweet. I'm so sweet. Well, I got that's so you can hear what to say. Huh?
Yeah.
It's in here.
Well, now, don't be pulling on it. You'll pull it off. That's not a toy, you know. Here, let's play with the toy instead. That's not a toy. Look here. Play with your puppet baby. He knows what he's not
You like a plane ride? Hey, you like a plane ride? I'll take that, Mommy. I'll take that.
No, you play with your Muppet baby. Say hi, Grandma.
He'd wear me out at testing house.
Oh, he wears me out pretty fast.
Yeah.
that? Look at that.
Oh, look at the pretty
That's right.
ring. Oh, almost 7 months.
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you don't want that wire.
I'm not.
You want that
I
wire.
don't think I could lift you, though. I don't think I could lift you. Oh, that light's too bright for your eyes. That light's too bright for your eyes. You're standing up.
Yeah, he likes to pull himself up.
There's Daddy.
Oh.
You see Daddy?
He thinks he's pretty special. Oh, careful.
You want my glasses.
He wants anything he can get his hands on.
Got a mayor making it anyway.
He's a stinker. There he goes.
Oh, he's something over else. He's down
Oh,
there.
don't play with the book. You don't want that book. He's a busy boy.
Come over here. Come over here. Come over here.
Be careful, he'll wear you.
Hey, there I got him. There I got him.
Now what's she gonna do with you? Yeah, the gang's all here.
Oh, Daddy's always going park.
Oh, I'm gonna have to take you home with me. You can make him behave. He won't sit still for me. He wears me out.
Can he walk yet?
No, he pulls himself up and he sort of sidesteps from furniture. I think so. He's pretty strong.
What's Danny's father's name?
Melvin Smith. Melvin Smith.
Melvin.
Yeah. Did you see his two teeth? He's got two front teeth there, Grandma.
Look right up in my eyes.
You better not stick your finger in his mouth. You may lose them.
Look here. Patty cake. Can you patty cake the best cake? Pat. Yes, you can. Did you get the other asking Mama gave you?
Yes, I wanted to thank you for that so much. That was so beautiful.
That was scrap that didn't have no bright colors and none. That is big enough coverage, did.
Yes. Oh, it's so pretty. And the stocking. He didn't have
I forgot I had that.
Thank you. Grandma's got your muppet baby.
Oh, that's the way it goes, isn't it?
Oh, it's a big bird baby. It's a little big bird. Yeah. Rosie gave that to me.
What? Is that so?
Better watch out. He's going to start telling you how mean we
Is
are.
that so? He's gone to castle.
Oh, he sure is.
Oh, he'll be talking one of these days.
And then I won't know how to keep him
Say,
quiet.
I'll kiss you, baby.
Yeah.
What Roger done?
What?
This is Roger. Oh, it's Paul. We took the stock one on farmer paper. And he liked it. And he followed me around over the house and I'd be baking. What's this word? What's this letter? What's this letter? And he'd spell the letter. That's the way he learned his ABC.
Really?
Follow me around with that paper and try to read something and say, what's this letter? What's this letter? He'd spell what he knew, you know. He learned his ABC the first.
Boy.
And I'd have to stop and tell him because he wouldn't let up till it is. Did you say Dad and Mom?
When he's upset, he cries and goes, mum, 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 mum. But when he's happy, he wants to play goes, da, 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 da. I think I come out on the short end of the stick there.
Then
We're trying to get her to tell stories on you. Yeah.
I told him how you learned your ABC.
I remember.
You remember? You got the stocks and papers followed me around over the kitchen when I did baking and working. What's this other? Oh, what's this other? What's this other, Mama? What's this other? And you'd tell one. I had to stop and tell you. You wouldn't let me be doing this. That's the way you learned Gravy's Lee. You followed me around that stuff day after day.
Persistence is his middle name, huh?
What's this other? What's this other? You want me to tell you some stories about you. Him and Grant Young got along pretty good, but if they got mad, I saw them in one fight after their dad died. I know they sure Paul was going to hurt Grant.
No?
Well, they were really fighting at that time. There wasn't no pretending about it.
What did they fight about?
Huh?
What did they fight about?
I don't know what come up. On the front porch, and I think the Vanya boys was there, and something like that what happened. They went into it.
Do you remember what happened? He was talking about you and Uncle Grant fighting one time real bad. Out on the front porch. You must have hid it from her then.
No,
this is really an earnest. I sure you was going to hurt Grant. He just after your dad had died. Well, I think the Varner boys was there. He rolled off of the edge of the porch down there, boy, you was in trouble, did you? I don't mind now what it was about. I was saying, oh, quit or something, but they was going on.
How about the other kids? Did they fight?
Oh, they all did, I think. Oh, Mildred loved to tease Rose. Oh, mercy. She was a tease. Tease her. Had a little crying after she comes in to see that Cora. She'd get, catch her toe up under her dress and start to run, then hold her. And Skill Hazel left tonight. Hazel was afraid of her own shadow. And Mildred wasn't.
Hi, Grandma. How are you?
Hello. Oh, jump off her short bus, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, no, listen here. That's what Paul must be making you spread out a little here, though.
Hello, babe. Number Sally?
Huh?
Number Sally?
I heard about how Julia's ago.
Yeah.
When's Danny going by?
Well, we're going to go spend a week at Mom and Dad's now. And then next Sunday he has to go to Tucson for a week. He has to go to Tucson on business. And then the week after that he has to go to San Francisco to take a class for work. And so
Are you going with him to Tucson?
no, I'm going to stay with Mom and Dad. And then after 3 weeks, he'll come back, and then we'll go down to Disney World. He's going to take me to Epcot Center. So we'll have to introduce Taylor to Mickey Mouse. So that's 24 grandchildren,
24 grandchildren.
49 great-grandchildren.
I thought I was 20 or 30 something. Great, but that looked like 15, I don't know.
17, I think you said.
No.
Great-great-grandchildren. I think they could fill up a house, couldn't they?
No.
Which one of your boys was the first one to join the service? Was that Uncle Earl?
He was working at CC camp on the other side of Morgantown. And they got him out there. And
They drafted him?
yes, they said that but then they told him they couldn't spare him because they had him printing their books and keeping them off. Then Francis, that's the call he went to.
They were all three drafted?
They called with him. And he got to year of high school.
Oh,
He
really?
tried to even finish. But you know, he just had to go and take a test after it, and they give him his diploma.
Yeah, they do that. Uncle Grant was in the Army. Wasn't he a flyer or something?
Yes. Yes, he took the test to fly, and he passed it and got it like this evening. And the next day he got his orders to go to, I believe it was Canada, from some mission in it. But he got his flying certificate the night before, so that's what saved him.
When did Granddad die? What year did Granddad die?
35.
35? So that was right in the middle of the Depression.
May the 4th, 1965. Pauline was born in 30.
Oh, so she was just a baby still.
Yes. Paul would have been 17, 20th of May, and Dad died the 4th of May before he was 17. He stepped in, took a man's place. I said aged him about 10 years.
Yeah.
He stepped in there. He'd asked me about the cops, and I didn't want to tell him anything that he could refuse me, you know. And, but I didn't. I told him he had worked out there. He knew more about them than I did, and I had my hands full as it was. So I left. And Grant would help him, but Paul makes the decisions too about where to put him and all. But,
So you were still on the farm out at Pentress? You were still on the farm out at Pentress?
Oh, yeah. I think it's 41 we went over and talked about there 41. And either then or we was over there just one summer. We didn't stay. We dropped there at Mooresville, moved over there. I had a good time. That's when I got my first pair of pants to wear. Go up there and there's a man sat on the porch up there. And Pauline says she's helping. I wish he'd go in the house with them. So I got pants, you know, so I could stoop over.
Did you used to teach school? When was that?
I believe it was last 11 and 12 and 13. The top down in the Mount Morris. We went to edge of Mount Morris to one to West Virginia again, and I went down.
What age were the kids?
I had the whole,
Oh,
you know, all the grades. That's the way it was.
from first grade through 12th grade?
No, they went to 8.
Oh, to 8.
Yeah, I had three or four in the 8th grade. And one didn't start in school because he was working with his dad. He started and he said he didn't want to take something. They wanted arithmetic more than that. Some of them said they couldn't do it. They didn't like it because of it. And so he went all winter. Oh, his dad and mother both begged me if I taught again to come back. That's the first year he went all winter. He mad teacher quit.
Oh.
I had a younger brother, and I had the toothache so bad that one day I couldn't hardly be still. That younger brother, 2 or 3 of them, younger children in one family was pretty mischievous. But that younger brother, he could put the fear in them. I seen him looking at him and shaking his head several times. He made him be still that day. So. Yes, I did drink, give it to me.
Oh, you're a peanut. You're a pistol. You're a pistol.
Where's Charlene?
I don't see her right now.
Where's Charlene?
Grandma, how did you meet Granddad?
Oh, we went to church together.
Oh, really? What church was that?
He lived over next to Pinch. Oh, yeah. On Duckard Creek. And we was over at Mooresville, but we went to the same church.
What church was that?
Yeah. That same church. I went to the Methodist there.
You knew each other when you were real small then? You knew each other when you were little kids? How old were you?
Oh, we always went to the Methodist up until I was in Morgantown for a church of Christ. We were horseback. We were the horseback.
Yeah?
So we went in the book a few times, maybe over there up Mount Herman, we always were the horseback. Unless we all went, then we went in what they called the Surrey. Didn't have no top, but was two-seated. And Daddy went with us. Then he quit going. Well, I quit having church up Mount Herman, and we had to haul.
So how old were you when you met Granddad?
Oh, when I first went over to the church, I just how old but when we started to build together, I was at 18 when we started to come together.
How old was he?
Huh?
How old was he?
Oh, he was older than I was. About 9 years.
Oh, that's not very much. Knock over. How old were you when you got married?
20.
Oh, yeah? Same as me. That's a pretty good age.
I was 20. I married in October. I was 21 then in February. We were married the 8th of October. Miller and Oliver was married the 10th, and Oliver's dad and mother was married the 12th. They said they'd be married between our dates. They went to Morgantown. Took me with them till they went, but they didn't tell me, maybe told me coming home they got married. They didn't want any of us, and they went for themselves.
So you were married in 1913? You were married in 1913? What year were you married? 1913?
1913.
That's what I thought.
I was married at home. I was married at home. His dad and mother, and just my dad and Aunt Jane and Grandma one day, and my great aunt and the people that she was staying with. That woman and a girl come that morning and visited us. Hadn't been there for long time when they come that morning because they didn't want to stay, but they told them to stay, so they were there for the wedding.
Sort of a surprise then. Your kids were all born at home?
No, they was born over in the Foley Holler, we call it. And Hale was born. Day we moved in up on Cooper Street. She was born that night.
Where was that?
Up there where we lived up in the hall.
Up at the farm in Pentress. Oh, I was going to ask
She was born that night. John Stewart, which his brother, was running a show. A theater, you know, kind of, for installing all the plaques there. And he was there helping move, and Jessie, his wife, had took me from Grandpa's up there, and she washed the cupboard and put my dishes up. I sat on the chair and tell her that I couldn't stand up all. So he said, because he always called me sis. Means, is there anything else you can do, sis, before I go? I said, no, and I said, yes, there is. I said, you can fix my bed. He said, you think so? Oh, he hated to go and leave me then. Rich had gone back after the last load, and that leave me by myself, you see. But they fixed it. I had everything ready to fix. And they made it for us. I don't think I can. They made the bed and they left. And when they was gone, there was two colored fellows come after some stuff carpenters had left, and they always scared me. I was afraid of them, you know. I stayed in the house, and his dad come back and out talking. There was another boy helping him. He had to stay all night while we didn't have no beds. But that boy wouldn't go past my door to go upstairs to go to bed. Put a straw pick on the floor and put me kitchen down, because he wouldn't pass my door. And we didn't know. We'd heard the woman was a midwife and had helped, you know. But we didn't know her. I never met her. And I had to resent that boy up, tell her to come down. Okay. And Hazel was born down there that night, about 1 o'clock or 1:30 in the night.
Oh, boy. So did you usually have a midwife?
Huh?
Did you usually have a midwife?
No, she wasn't really that. It just helped. But she came down. She stayed.
What about when Dad was born? Did you have a midwife, or did you have a member of the family with you?
No, we had. I'm not sure. She come down that night or not, I don't believe. Aunt Jane was there, and she took the girls upstairs to bed with her, and she wouldn't stay. She never went over. Yes, she was. She's in there, and Grant was born, just me and her. And so she took her, and we got the doctor. And that was Paul that time. But,
so there was a doctor there with Dad? There was a doctor there when Dad was born?
Oh, yeah, Dr. Phillips. And Dad's head was sedated. I heard them outside the door talking. The doctor talking over, and Dad was talking, and I don't know, I don't believe in it, doctor, I don't believe in it. Well, if you say so, but I still don't believe in it. give me something so the labor pains would come faster. His head was so big it wasn't being born.
What do you remember about your parents?
My mother died when I was 7 months old.
What happened to her?
Said typhoid fever and other complications. I said, I don't know. I was 7 months old when she died. They all had typhoid fever. Aunt Jane left her kind of crippled. So up upstairs, somebody would carry me upstairs. And in the morning, she'd stay up till I woke. And then she'd get me and crawl to the top of the steps and holler. Grandma would go up and carry me down, and Aunt Jane went down some way.
What about your daddy? What about your daddy?
Oh, he was there. He got me married in 1908, I think it was. He did not. Only one thing, whenever I wanted anything and asked him, he said, no. The first time I didn't ask him, the second. But if he said, we'll see, oh, I don't know, we'll see about, I could really coax him into letting me do it.
Oh.
But if he said no, don't you ask again.
Kids aren't like that today, are they? Kids aren't like that today.
No, I knew
If the
not
parents
to.
aren't like that.
I knew not to ask again if he said no first place. No. Grandma said, give a baby a clock and a hammer, and if it knew what these was for, it was old enough to know to make mine.
Oh, yeah?
She says it's old enough to know yes from no and to make mine. And if you start then, why you'd have no trouble. That's the way she done it.
You're in trouble now, boy. You're in trouble.
Well, Donna's pretty near that way.
Yeah?
Donna's pretty near that way. Donovan knows when she says no, he don't do it.
Yeah? She makes them listen, huh?
Yep. They was here once, and I was here before. And they brought a box of chocolate candy. Paul and Jean. And I knew they liked it, and I didn't eat much chocolate. So I opened it for them to have it. And the kids was all coming and getting a lump at a time. Come in, finally Donovan got two lumps. Donna seen him, she says, Donovan, Julie wants one. He said, well, Julie's told, Donna says, Julie's told him to get her own. Her and her daddy for that, but I told you, you'd had enough. He puckered up his lip a little. She said, Donovan stuck her finger. He went off place. Well, Donovan, Jan and Julie come in. She said, well, Roger said, now, Julie, I think that's enough. Oh, she just cried and cried. Carried on. He took her on his lap, set her down, and he just talked away and never let her cry, but she cried for a while, and Donovan never cried a bit because Donovan says no. The other night, he was playing awful rough with Paul. And when Donovan said no, he stopped. So he knows what you mean. But you can tell them when they're little, and you don't have the trouble if you let them go on. They make them out. That's where your dad was.